Hi, Nani here from Human Design Tools. I just wanted to pop on and give a little bit of information about the human design chart itself. I keep getting questions about it, so I am just doing this really high-level overview of the pieces of the chart. There are lots of different pieces. There's shapes, there's lines, there's numbers, there's symbols, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit what each means. The first thing I'm going to talk about are the shapes in the chart. So they're either triangle or square. The shapes are the 9 energy centers, and they are either colored in or they're white. And just at a high level, if they're colored in, it means that they're defined, and it means that you're like broadcasting that energy out. It's something you feel consistently, and it's probably something you know about yourself. The white areas are undefined, sometimes they're called open, and it means you're taking in other people's energy, and you might even be feeling it stronger than they do. And then there's the colors. So the actual colors that are on the chart don't matter. The colors that are in the lines are either dark or light. They used to be all black or red, but you can see now people are starting to make charts according to their own branding colors. And so now they are sometimes like dark purple and light purple. So think a dark color is what used to be black, and then a lighter color is the red, and the darker color is what is on the right side of the chart, and that's considered your conscious energy, and the red or the lighter color is what's usually on the left side of your chart, and that's considered your unconscious energy. And so they're no longer just black and red. They can be any color, but this is how they work in the chart. So the black is usually the dark color and the red is the light color, and you'll see it laid out on your chart on the right or left side. And the colors in the shapes also don't matter. It only matters if they're colored in or white, like I was talking about before with the 9 energy centers. So it doesn't matter if they're brown or red or purple or blue. It only matters if they're colored in or if they're white. And the numbers in the chart are the gates. And the gates will be like highlighted in some way. Of course, the charts all differ on this as well. But if there's like a circle around it and then either a line that connects to another center or a half line, which is called a hanging gate, those are your defined gates. And these are the numbers that pop out in your chart, and they either have a half line or a full line. And you're going to feel this energy consistently, similar to the colored in centers that I talked about before, and you likely will identify with the energy of that gate. If you have no highlight or line, like number 24 or 61 or 63 in this example, those are considered open gates, and you still experience this energy. We experience the energy of all the gates in the chart, but it's going to differ depending on who you're around, because it's considered like open or undefined, and you're taking in energy from other people and feeling it. So it's going to vary based on who you're around. The gates, you'll see the numbers. So all the numbers on the chart have to do with either gates or lines. So the numbers to the left of the decimal point are the gates, and they are connected to your planets. So depending on what planet the gate is attached to, it's how the energy plays out in your life. For example, your moon gate, the third symbol down there, is what drives you in your life. So you can look up what that gate number, like for example on the conscious or the black side here, it's gate 33. So you could look into gate 33 and see what that energy means about what drives you in your life. And each planet has a different essence like that. Now to the lines. The lines are the channels. So a channel just means that it's a line connecting 2 centers. So they pop out, in some way, like they're highlighted, like I was talking about, as a defined gate. But then there is a line that is fully connecting 2 of the shapes together. And you're going to feel this energy more consistently as well and identify with that energy. And it also lights up or defines each of the centers that it's connected to. So if you have a full channel, it always means that the 2 centers that are being connected both light up. So a reflector is the only type that will not have any defined channels because they have no centers that are lit up or colored in. And then the other thing that can happen, it's not a full channel, it's called a hanging gate. And that is like gate 56 here, where it's just half of a line. And so you will be able to feel the channel if you are around someone who connects it. So if someone was on the other end of the 56 up here in the ajna center, the triangle that's facing down, then you could feel the full channel. But on your own, you're more likely to feel consistent energy in 56 and not as much, you'll feel like a more inconsistent energy depending on who you're around at the top. So the symbols on the chart are the planets. And the planets each tell you something about how your energy is going to play out in life. And then combining your planets with the gates fused together is like a blueprint for your connection to purpose. It tells you what your soul wants to do so that you can serve the world in the best way, as yourself, uniquely you. It's not always easy, and that's why we're here on Earth, so that we can learn throughout our life. So the Incarnation cross comes up quite a bit, and there are books out there that just tell you already, they kind of have like fused the energies together and tell you what that cross is all about. And I have a blog post about this as well. But if you're looking at the pieces separately or just were curious where that information was coming from, it comes from your sun gates. So the number before the decimal place that's in your sun planet on both sides of the chart, as well as your Earth planet on both sides of the chart. All those 4 gates together equal your Incarnation cross. And then after the decimal point, there's number. And people ask, what the heck is that? The decimal points after the gate number are lines. And it's a little bit more advanced material. But the first one that you can look at is the sun gates, because that makes up your profile that shows up in your summary. But each planet actually plays out in a different line. So you can learn about the different lines and find out more information about how each planet and gate play out in a different level. It's kind of more how you're going to learn that energy. And so, for example, for this one, if your sun gate had a 0.4 and a 0.6, the first number is the first part of your profile, so the 4, and the second number on the left is the second part, so this profile would be a 4-6. So you can learn more about each of these topics. I dig into all the parts of the chart in my blog, and I have one post that has like everything linked in one place, so I'll put that in the description. And I would love to connect with you more. You can join our community. I send out emails and share different information about human design and well-being and different resources that I find. So you can go to humandesigntools.com and sign up for my list, or check out my website, because you can check out the blog and the podcast, and there's a lot of information there that will be helpful to you. So thank you for tuning in, and hope this helped.